Welcome back to Safe Space. How are you doing? How are you? Yes, you is watching me. How are you doing? We're already live on YouTube, of course, U24 YouTube channel. We are live 8 p.m. every Saturday, and on U24 itself, 8 p.m. So today we are going to talk about professionalism, what you studied at campus versus what you're doing now. Is it still the same thing? Why aren't you doing it? Do you feel fulfilled? Are you multitasking? Are you moving between professions? Are you doing a couple of things at a go? This is your show. Thank you very much. In the building, I don't know. I'm a midst glory. I don't know where to begin from because I have a queen here. And then I have my very good friend, Marcel. Oh my God. Please introduce yourself. I can't. I cannot.
Hello everyone, my name is Peace Patience, aka Shani Yuji. I'm the Queen Face of Entebbe 2020-2021. I'm the founder of Shani Foundation Uganda. And I'm also the CEO of Shani Uganda, and I'm so passionate about girl child empowerment. And at the same time, I'm a lab technician at Maya Medical Lab.
Is that what you're doing?
Yeah.
Are you studying?
I'm all taxing.
Are you studying?
I'm enrolling soon.
We shall come back to the part where I'm doing a lot of things, but Loy, how are you doing?
Yeah. Hi everyone. My name is Atari Lois Hainzor, though I prefer calling me Loy Maso. Yeah.
I'll
When
call
I
you
talk
Maso
about
the whole
Maso.
time.
Yeah. Maso is the signature. Oh, I should remove this. The signature look. Yeah. So my name is Loy Maso, and right now I have a new title, and I'm the Mama Robs. Mama Robs is my business that we shall talk about later in the coming time.
So you do Mama Robs.
Yeah.
And what is Mama Robs about? I'm so confused.
Oh, when you talk about Mama Robs, as you hear the word robes, so the business is specifically about robes. Robes are worn by maids, by brides, by birthday shoots, pregnant women. Yeah, so this is a new business I've started up recently. It's just like
And more
a
so,
month old.
what I'm interested in is what did you do at campus? Are you still at campus? Are you still studying professionally?
No. Yeah.
Who are you?
I'm a graduate from Accra University. I studied Bachelor of Adult and Community Education, basically social work. Yeah, but I'm not practicing that right now. Yeah.
So what you did, where are you supposed, in what field are you supposed to actually do that?
Okay, in what I studied, in line of what I studied, the field is basically on community work. I would be looking at working with NGOs. I would work also in bank. I would work in any ministry because all ministries need an adult educator. Even here at TV, everyone needs an adult educator. So basically, I would be working in all aspects of organizations and companies.
Okay, I love that. So I had the part where you say you are, first you're a queen?
Yes.
Yes. And you're a lab person.
Yes.
How?
How? I do all this, like I balance everything. I make sure that all my things are given enough time.
That's right. You're the non-balance.
Yes.
I don't think I'm balanced. I'm asking myself, how does a person in the sciences now showcases the arts?
In the arts, yeah.
Because I've also seen you modeling. I've seen some of your pictures. I
Yes.
researched you before you came here. So I've seen some of your pictures and your modeling. Most famously, that picture of the Independence shoot.
Yeah.
I think Mo should display it for us, just for people to see that picture. It was so lovely. So I've seen you doing that. I've seen you, of course I've seen you being a lab attendant. And now you're a queen. Like, why? Is this a talent on the other side? Is this a profession? What's happening?
Actually, all this started when I was growing up. I grew up like with a dream of being like, I used to think that I would be the first scientist to be doing arts, like the first scientist to be a model. So during even childhood, I used to say I want to be a model at the same time as scientist. So this coming up right now like this, it all started from way down when I was still young.
So if you ever have beauty pageants when you're coming up?
Yeah, I actually had very many. For those that studied with me, they know me as like a person who was more into modeling stuff, mimes. Actually, I used to be a sciencer, but most of my time, I used to find myself in the arts class. the extent even like when teachers like tutors came in, they like new lecturers when they used to come in when they teach sciences and they usually find me in arts, they used to confuse me as an art student, not as a science student.
So the first time I met you, I was intrigued. I was intrigued by the fact that you're doing all these things in 2 different fields. Sciences, I tell you a model today, you have a photo shoot, the following day you're on duty. So I'm like, how did you do all these things? But I love the fact that it came from the time when you're actually still younger.
Yeah.
So now, Maso, I'm going back to you.
Yeah.
Because what I need to get from you today is why? Why are you doing this right now? Why aren't you doing something in adult education? When you went to school and did this, didn't you feel inspired? Didn't you feel like you have to apply this knowledge somewhere? Or you went through campus to go through campus? We have those people.
Yeah, okay. Doing Bachelor of Adult and Community Education, I would say, yeah, I wanted much to be an adult educator. But at a certain point, since I was young, everything about me has always been fashion. Everything, like probably from head to toe in mind.
So right there,
yeah.
you wanted to be an adult educator, but
Yeah.
everything about you has always been fashion. Why didn't you go for fashion?
Yeah, okay, I didn't go for fashion in the first place because I didn't want to study. This is something that was within me. I didn't want to study it.
You felt like you didn't need to polish your talent.
Yeah, I felt like I already know what to do in fashion. And doing Bachelor of Adult was like, you know, when we're at campus, at times we do courses and we're like, we need to finish this and then find ourselves. You get it? We are living in a world where people do the study degrees for studying and do not later follow them up to get the jobs in the same line of degrees. And that was me. Yeah.
That was you.
Yeah.
So that brings me to the very intriguing point that I have. The education in Uganda right now and Africa as a whole, I see very many people leaving their talent and not polishing it.
True,
If someone wants to be a musician, they would start all the way from primary being a musician. You go to music school, you learn different instruments, like you polish your talent.
Yeah.
Why do you think that that is an aspect that is so in Africa? That because I've seen it in the Western world, where if a child wants to be a footballer, they're already enrolled somewhere.
Yeah, true,
they're
true.
enrolled. And they're allowed to polish their talent. By the time they become big, they're playing for professional
Can I explain?
teams. So why is it that people here
Okay.
choose not to do that?
Basically, I think this whole thing comes from our backgrounds. Back even from the day go, when we were born, our parents have already organized like a kind of life they want us to live. They want you to go in school, study, either become a doctor,
A lawyer, an
all those
engineer. I know that rhythm. Lawyer, doctor, engineer,
Just
that's
that recently things
acceptable
have changed.
things.
We
Yeah.
actually used to have teacher. I want to be a nurse. All those things. The big professionals. But then we forget that at times a child grows up. Like for example, you find a child that is growing up loving music, loving to dance, but then parents tend to ignore that. And in the end, a child does something that they are not actually compatible to. They don't have passion, they don't have any love for it, but then they're doing it for their parents.
So they're doing it for their
Also,
parents.
Yeah.
maybe the other thing.
I want to hear from you.
Maybe also the other thing, like the way like people in our countries, the way they look at talents. Also that makes our parents they look at talents like there is no income you're going to get out of talent.
Very true.
Because right now you may look at an upcoming artist, those guys are not earning anything. But what if those guys went to school or they studied to an extent of like bachelors or what, they earn that money, and when they earn that money, that's the money that they use to push themselves. So I think also our parents are somehow right to first push us like to go through education, then after we can proceed with our talents. Because our talents are in Africa, they are not like, they don't look at them as something. A person who's going to the parliament to sing is not going to be given the same money as a minister. Yet outside Uganda or the world, the Western world, people are given a lot of money just through their talents. They play footballs, they educate their children on just using football. But here it's not the same cause.
So in Africa, it's not a source of income.
Yeah, it's not a source of income.
I see it. So when you look at the industry of entertainment as a whole, even looking at the idols that you're looking at right now, you feel like we can start raising children to accept who they are from the word go.
who they are.
Yes.
Would you raise a child that way?
Yeah.
Would you still go into the system of you have to go to high school, then you go to university, or you'd literally tell them, you know what, if you want to be a musician, let's go this direction?
As me, what I would do for my child, I'll make her or him balance the two. Because also, I mean, like, I used to balance the two because I used to go for modeling courses at the same time I was going for medical labs. Like, I'll make my child balance. Cause if I'm to look at the economy and the way people were living our life in Uganda today, someone needs to balance the two in order to push the other. Because you never know, you can push your talent, but reach an extent where your talent is not going to push you somewhere.
Yeah,
but
it's
your
not putting
education
food on the
is going
table.
to put food on your table, and the food on the table in that from the career is going to give the food on the table of that talent.
Okay, so you work this other side to
Yes.
push your talent.
Yeah, basically,
push my talent.
I would add a point on that. When I was still at campus studying my bachelor's, there came a course still at Makerere University with a program of Love Bint. That's how it was called. And this program was teaching tailoring, entrepreneurship, and all that. And as I was studying, I was in year 2, and I looked at myself in the line of being an adult educator, and I was like, now, being an adult educator in this Uganda, where jobs are not available, where jobs are for searching, where you need connections.
Yeah.
You need to know.
You know, there's a lot of gamba no everywhere. Yeah. So I was like, I think I need to try out this. Since I love passion, I need to also know how they do this. How is it tailored? How, you know, I went to the course. I was studying 2 courses at the same time.
Wow.
Yeah. So I had to take the part of fashion because this is something. And you know, when you're doing something with passion, with love, you feel like you can do it. Like the energy is so much. You put in a lot.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and you actually become better than you are.
Yeah.
So that brings me to this one thing. Do you feel that our parents supported us enough to go that direction? Do you feel like, okay, in your direction, do you feel your parents were supportive when they were saying you're doing fashion, or right now that you're actually earning from it?
Actually, my mom herself, because I don't have an address in peace. Yeah, my mom used to tell me as I was growing up, you're studying what you're not supposed to study.
Oh, she knew?
Yeah, she knew, because first of all, I love dressing up. Like, I love looking good. You can look at me. Yeah, I love looking good all the time. I love being representable. Anything to do with fashion, that is me. So my mom used to tell me, in our language.
Please say it in your language.
No, shoma, shoma. You get it? You're studying what you're not supposed to study. Then I'm like, Mom, this is the life you've given me. If it was fashion, it would have started from back then. But then as I grew up, finished campus and graduated, my mom kept on telling me, have you searched for jobs? And of course, searching for jobs is a daily meal for every graduate. We search for jobs, make applications everywhere. But of course, responses are always few, and especially in this environment of COVID and all that, everyone is telling you, you know, the situation of COVID.
Yeah, we had to downsize. Yeah.
So, but today, when I started up a new business of Mama Robs, my mom was like, my girl, I think now you found yourself. And you know what? She has actually given me capital.
Wow.
Please say a word of thank you to your mom.
Mommy, I want to thank you for the capital. Thank you so much for giving me capital for my business. Yeah, I'm so happy and blessed to have you as a mom. Yeah.
That is, I don't know. That's so beautiful. The fact that she knew you from that whole time, and I would really encourage parents, actually everyone, even the young people watching this right now, sooner or later you're going to be parents. You need to be supportive. At least give what you didn't get. It's that, you know, our parents always raised us to tell us, my mom always told me, if I didn't get this, I want you to get it. So even us in our generation, we should be working towards making sure that our kids get what we didn't get. That kind of support.
Very true.
So I'm going to get back to you, Queen of Entebbe. Yes. How is the pageant world?
It's fun.
What would you tell a person who wants to go in?
Just go for it. There is no one who's going to define you. You define yourself. Because usually when you're starting, like entering the pageant competition, you're going to meet very beautiful women. But you're unique and you're different from each and every one.
Is there a particular requirement, ka size, ka height?
Actually, pageantry, there is no size, because every woman like is a model to some other woman in the country or in the world.
Wait, that's what modeling is about. You're a model to someone else.
Yeah, like modeling is like you're an example of someone. You're an example of some mannequin out there. Yes.
Okay, basically,
Oh.
I think because
I
I'm a
didn't know
model
that.
myself. Yeah. Basically, people always think that modeling is all about catwalking and all that. But a model is not all about catwalking.
Yeah.
A model is, right now I can be your model. You look out to me. Everything I do, how I present myself, how I help the world, you know, all those things. That is what a model is.
Yeah.
But it's
So
just
even
that
me plus size, I can.
yeah, you can. Anyone can be a model.
Because I felt like pageantry was about small
No,
girls.
because there is some other woman in the community that looks like Crows. Same size, same everything.
Yeah. So you can be a model to the plus size
So
women.
what pageants are common in Uganda, and which ones would you really tell someone who felt like they always wanted to do this? Well, where do they start even?
Actually, when you want to join any pageants, you can go to their page, you try inboxing them. Some may not reply you. You have to look like, at least you look for like a beauty queen that was once there. Try inboxing them so they will help you through, like get you to the CEOs, to the bosses of that pageant. It depends on the pageant that you want.
Oh, yeah, give me a list of, because I don't know that much pageants in
Pageant. We
Uganda.
have Miss Tourism Uganda. We have also Miss Uganda. We have Miss Elite. We have very many pageants actually.
Regions, I think Western.
Yeah,
and all
Western, Bukedia, very many regions. Pageants are actually
Recently,
very many.
I saw a pageant of Toro.
Yeah, Miss Tourism Toro.
Yeah.
There is also Miss Earth. There are very many pageants. There is also Miss Eloquent. There are very many
Miss
pageants.
Elite, like
Yeah.
Judith Hard.
Yeah.
I love that, but how do all these pageants come in play? Do they have a common place where you guys all like, you're now meeting? Or it's a clear cut, if you're in Miss Tourism, you're in Miss Tourism, if you're in Miss Uganda, that's it.
No, all queens always meet. Because all queens have, I'm not actually thinking.
You know.
All queens have the same cause. We don't have any differences. So whenever I want to meet, actually there is even a pageant, like it's called Plum Boom pageant. What I'm forgetting, but they create usually very many groups. There is also Pageant Queens Uganda. There are very many like organizations that are putting the queens all together where they can come and meet and also share ideas. There are very many.
I love this. Okay, so I'll join in.
Yeah, you can.
Yeah, so I want you to tell us about Mama Robs, the inspiration of Mama Robs, and I also know you do makeup.
Yeah, I do.
Just talk about yourself in that.
Oh.
I've come to appreciate the fact that I think I was in Wawatia when you're in some other. I don't want to mention people will start saying my year.
How old you are.
How old? Like at campus. And I am so proud of the fact that even after you came out of campus, most of us, our first click is writing job applications.
Yep.
I'm going to look for where, I'm going to look for where. You're right. you send some, you go to several interviews. Of course, you're disappointed here and there. But how is life not doing what you studied? Do you feel like it's a loss? Do you feel like, God, I wasted time and money? I should have done something. I should have gone this way. What's life?
Okay, I won't be over difference from other graduates. Personally, I also searched for jobs. I think you remember I told you one time that I'm looking for a job. Yeah, because basically I had a lot of business ideas, like a very long line, but then you can't start a business without money. So my plan was like, I need to get a job, you know, be there for some months, get that capital, and then I could start up something for myself. I think in the world, basically 90% everyone would want to be the boss themselves. But then maybe because of circumstances, it's not possible for everyone. So I searched for jobs after campus, everywhere. I would talk to friends, apply and all that. But at a later time, I was like, this needs to stop.
At what point did you say I'm done?
When COVID came in, because you know, to this,
you had chances. Now when COVID happened, chances became slim.
When COVID came in, understand everyone was like COVID everywhere. To the people that you know, I don't know why it's a common practice when you're in school. You know a lot of people, potential people that would give you jobs. The list is endless. You get it? But when you're done with campus, people start disappearing somehow.
Yeah.
You look for everywhere. You can't see people. But anyway, to cut the story short, I reached at a point and I was like, this needs to stop. First of all, I can do makeup. Like, I've worked on her. They look good. Yeah, I can do makeup. I can do modeling. I can do tailoring. I can do anything in line with fashion. I was like, now I need to settle up my mind and get myself together and look for something I should
Considering you didn't have capital,
Yeah.
you wanted first work and get capital. So where did you start?
Yeah, so now I was like, I started doing some small jobs. I'm a person that will do a whole like 100 jobs as long as they fit in my schedule. I'm this person that when you say we have a small gig this side, I'll come if I'm available. As long as it is money, I'm a person that will not say no to money. If there's something to make money, I will go.
Hope you have somewhere you drew the line.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, so I started up working with my friend Slowly, Sabira Beats. Hi. I started working up with her slowly, doing some small makeup. You know, I've been saving up slowly by slowly from everything I do. Then at a later time, I think last month, I use a lot of social media. I was on my Instagram, checking up things, and then I looked at a certain page of a Nigerian. It's something by Rob something. So I started, something clicked into my mind. I was like, why can't I do this in Uganda? I've not seen this common. You know, when you've not seen something common and then people are yearning for it, you can do it and then it booms. Yeah, so I looked at it and I'm like, I can do this. I don't have enough capital, but then the small capital I have, I can do this. I got the small capital I had, I started up with only one robe. Yeah, then talked to a few people. I actually talked to you. People started advertising. Yeah, and today I want to actually testify that I have actually over 7 robes and I'm making more and more and more. Customers are coming every day. Yeah, so being Mama Robes, I think I'm already seeing myself somewhere. It's a new business I've started, but yeah, I'm already seeing myself somewhere. I'm out of the line of sitting and waiting for applications to be replied. Yeah, because basically I believe there are very many students up to now that still tell me, Ma, so I've not found a job up to now. And we are getting to 2 years since we left school. Yes. Remember, we first rested and then went back because of COVID to graduate. Yeah, so basically we could say we have rested for 2 years looking for jobs, and of course jobs won't be available. People are thinking of going up countries to get jobs, but then even the little capital you have, like I've told you, have started with one robe, but then that one robe can buy 2 more. The 2 more can buy other 3 and 4, and you get it.
And you
so
start
it's basically
working.
it needs waliwo Muganda chebaita okwezula. We all need to discover ourselves.
Why did you learn Uganda?
Yeah, yeah, I've been in Uganda for over now 11 years, so actually I speak a lot of
So
Uganda.
I know
more than
Kwenzula
Kenyan.
after school.
Yeah,
don't go
everyone
around
needs to
running.
find
Start
themselves.
from where you are.
Until Rose, you studied psychology, but psychology might not be your calling. Your calling might be here at U24, and here you are.
Yeah.
Yeah, so everyone needs to think through. See, even when you don't know exactly what you want, even when you don't know exactly what you can do, you need to think through and say,
You
where
can start
can
by
I fit?
helping people.
Yeah.
One thing I've realized that actually helps people, learn faster is helping someone who is doing something you feel a little bit of interest.
Very true.
That has a skill that you can learn from them. Start from there. You will get there. Queen. You're shining everywhere.
We've been
You
seen
know
now.
your glory. So what I really want to ask you now, because for you, you're balancing all these things that you go, you've not let go of any one of them. You're still, do you see yourself taking what if you get to a point where you're taking a direction, probably in pageantry or modeling all the way, and now that has become a career of its own? How about the sciences? How about medical lab? What will happen to that? Because I feel like you want both the two. Can someone have it all?
Yes, you can have it all.
Thank you very much, Patience. This was one of the best things I've ever discussed with you. And I am so proud of you. Too. Both of you. Mama Robes and Best of Entebbe.
Thank you very much, guys. So, all said and done. All said and done.
Yeah.
Coming from your point of view, what's the last words you'd give to my viewers? Our viewers.
Okay, what specifically I'm going to talk to the youth, because actually I'm so passionate about the youth. because they're the people that really need us right now. So I want to tell the youth out there, believe in yourself. No one defines you, define yourself. If you want to be a powerful woman, no one is going to wake up in the morning and tell you that you're powerful. Actually, the people around you are the number one people that are going to make you feel low. But believe in yourself, go for what you want, you will win. Thank you.
Where should we find more of you?
Oh, if
we are not done.
All right. If you want to know more about me, you can meet me on my social media handles. Instagram, Shani UG at Kahova Peace Patience. Facebook, Shani UG. YouTube, Shani UG. Twitter, Shani UG. And the Shani with a double NIE. Yes.
Thank you. I'm looking forward to those very interesting photos. Yes, Lois, Marcel.
All I would say, as I said previously, it's all about okwezula. Getting to know what you can do best, what you can't do, and you push it. Because jobs are not available and they will never be available.
You create your own.
Yeah, you always have to be creative. You always have to come out and do something to better yourself. If you find a talent that you can do it.
You have
if
already.
If it's a hands-on, do it, practice it, because we cannot all wait for offices. We cannot all wait for banks. We cannot all wait for all these kind of offices that every graduate will look at, or anybody that has studied any kind of course. So twezule, let's go for it and push it, and then we can do the best of ourselves.
Thank you, Minister of Happiness. Where do I find Mama Robs? You thought I'd forgotten that part.
Yeah, I'm supposed to tell you I'm the Honorable Minister of Happiness, Uganda. Like, I'm always happy all the time. Happiness is all I go for. Yeah.
I want to know more about Mama Robs. Where can I find you? How can I contact you? How do I book?
Mama Robs, my business that deals with robes. Robes can be used for pregnant shoots. Robes can be used for birthday shoots. Robes can be used for bridals. Yeah, and we are located at Namaganda Plaza, level 3, shop number T4. You can go to my Instagram account at Mama Robs. You can also go to my personal account, Roy Maso, where you can find all the details concerning my business. Thank you.
Thank you so much. What can I say? They've said it all this time round. All I have to say and remind you is Tamam Holdings. Tamam Holdings is your #1 property consultancy. If you're looking for Airbnb, lands for sale, houses for rent, sale, anything, even if it's property management, Tamam Holdings is your #1 place to go. So you can check them out on www.tamamholdings.com. Thank you, and that's all the time we had. See you next Saturday, 8 p.m. U24, 8 p.m. Bye, guys.